Howdy y'all, welcome to Hazen Barrel Craftworks here on the Hazen Barrel Homestead and our humble whiskey room. I'm the Alchemist, and once again I'm here alone. Jay's still on daddy duty, and daddy duty comes first, as you all know. This has been Black Fork Farms week, it seems, and I thought it best to round it out with another Black Fork Farms offering that I could get my hands on at our local liquor store, and that would be the Farm Boy Oat Bourbon. That Farm Boy Oat, what I was able to find out, it's got a 93 proof. It's a double pot distilled, and it says that it's aged for 7 years in air dried Ozark oak barrels. I couldn't find a whole lot out in the mash bill on this one. It just said that it had, I found a couple of conflicting things. It said that it had some corn, malted barley, wheat, but then as I was reading mash bill, it didn't mention anything about oat. Of course, it has some oat in it because it is a Farm Boy oat bourbon, so it's got to have some oat in there. I know at one time I was reading a little bit about oat offering. I believe it was that Buffalo Trace did, and they had a comment in there that kind of made me chuckle. That they were never going to do a oated bourbon again. And as I thought about that a little bit, you think about when you make yourself a bowl of oatmeal and the sticky mess you got in the bowl when oatmeal is done. You've got to wonder if that's the same residue that you have when you make your mash for an oated bourbon. You can't imagine that it's too easy to do that mash or to clean up after that mash. So I imagine you've got something similar, and that could be why, in my mind anyway, that Buffalo Trace said that they would never do one again. Does that mean they never will? I suppose that if it's popular enough and people want it, they might do it again. What I read from Black Fork Farms is that it is a limited offering, and it'll be seasonal or it'll be an occasional offering. So I imagine that they'll offer it every now and again. But this is my first time opening up this bottle and having this try is right here in front of y'all. So let's see what we think. The nose is pleasant. The nose is different. The first thing that I get on the nose of this one are the grains. Again, this is a lower proof, so it's under 100. It's 93 proof, so it's under 100. Little bit below my sweet spot, but still. So it's easy to nose. I get the grains right up front, and I get a little bit of like a light brown sugar on the nose, but grains. I get just grains on the nose and brown sugar. The brown sugar is nice. I like that. That brown sugar comes through on the palate too. Gonna have to take another taste on that one. But I tell you what, that brown sugar on the nose is really nice. On the palate, and then in the end, there's a fruitiness that I get. I'd call it, I don't know, I want to say cherry. A light cherry. but it's on the end of the. It's on the end. It finishes with some sort of a light cherry is what I get. On the nose, it's very grain forward and brown sugar, light brown sugar. On the palate, you get the brown sugar as well. In the beginning, not picking up a whole lot of spice, but in the end, it finishes with that little bit of. Again, I get a little bit of sweet fruit, like cherries. Really good. I like it. My first pour of this one I've had. Overall, again, this has been a Black Fork Farms week, and it's been a really good week. I've enjoyed every offering that I've had from Black Fork Farms. I know if you go on their website, and I encourage you all to do so if you're watching this, I encourage you to go on their website. They ship to most states. They've got a lot more to offer on there. There's a lot that I'd like to get my hands on that I can't even get in the liquor stores here. So I'm going to have to head down to their showroom or to their storefront, see what I can pick up. I really want to sit in their tasting room for a little while and try a few more myself, pick up a bottle of a couple others that they have, see what more Black Fork Farms has to offer, and enjoy a few more Black Fork Farms whiskey, and I hope you all do too. So from the Alchemist, you all have a good evening. Want to see you around here again, so please take it easy. Don't drink and drive.